heavy heart, I must make a very sad report. I must tell everybody that Ryan, you and I must stop talking and we must very somberly get to the play. Here is the play. This play comes to us from Colorado.
Deep pass, Ryan. Nobody's home except the defense. Oh,
And obviously, that goal line is treacherous.
consequential.
Tripped
Yeah,
it
yeah.
tripped that person who intercepted. We're gonna fast forward a little bit. We love official conferences, but here's the ruling. I believe that's a touchback, and they did. They awarded the intercepting team a touchback. But Ryan, should this have been a touchback?
No, we're not privy to the conversations, but based on all the data in front of us, it looks like number one, this defender intercepted this about the 8 yard line. So the momentum exception does not come into play. Looks like he has possession right about there. So momentum possession doesn't come into play. Number two, even if we thought the momentum exception came into play, it's not a touchback. They would get the ball back where they gained possession. By rule, this is a safety. With that being said, I don't know many officials who are going to call this a safety. Ryan, what are your thoughts?
We showed this play in one of our off-season meetings. My mentor, our president, the first thing out of his mouth, and this guy has been officiating about as long as I've been alive. First thing out of his mouth was, "Good luck explaining that to a coach." So, yeah, I mean, your player makes a great play, intercepts the ball, and then trips in the end zone, and you lose not only 2 points, but you don't even get the ball. And so Ryan mentioned the momentum exception, and that's part of the rule book. And I have my rule book here because I carry a rule book around
Carried on
wherever,
you 24/7,
yeah,
Ryan,
wherever
right?
I go.
Yeah, you
So
had it at the
so
farmer's market last weekend, I saw.
yeah, yeah, and I have a rule. Every pair of pants I have my own rule book. Let's talk about the momentum exception. I don't like to just sit there and read the rule book because that's not very exciting YouTube videos, but I'm going to read this because it's important, and we'll all try to stay awake. When a defensive player intercepts an opponent's forward pass between his 5 yard line and the goal line, and his original momentum carries him into the end zone where the ball remains in the end zone and is declared dead, like we saw in this play, or it goes out of bounds in the end zone, which means he could fumble it out of bounds. The ball belongs to the team in possession at the spot where the pass or fumble was intercepted or recovered, or the kick was caught or recovered. So where the pass was intercepted was, like Ryan said, is where the ball would go. On the field, we want this to be the momentum exception. We do not want to give up a safety, but I don't know how you can say it was momentum because he took 3 steps before reaching the 5 yard line. And that's tough. Maybe he was bobbling the ball. Maybe he didn't have control. Didn't look like it on the video. Like you said, the data we have, it looks like he caught the ball well before the 5 yard line, like the 8 yard line. Like I said, he took 3 steps, goes into the end zone, trips over the goal line, falls down. So safety. And again, like you said, it's not even a touchback. It would go back to the 5. And I think that's the takeaway is it's not a touchback. It goes back to where the ball carrier intercepted or caught the kick or recovered the fumble.
Would love to hear what the commenters have to say about this one because I think the rule is pretty clear based on the data that we have that this would be a safety. However, like I said, I'm not sure many officials are calling it a safety. So tell us in the comments, are you calling this a safety or are you giving them a momentum exception at the 5 yard line? Or is there some other rule we're not privy to that would explain why they get a touchback there?
Like our EFOA president said, explaining this to the coach could be problematic.
Hard sell, hard sell,
It's a
hard
hard
sell.
because they're not going to like it, and that doesn't mean you don't call it. I mean that's we're just saying, we're just talking, right? Describing what would probably like they would probably not understand and not be as understanding as we are right now because again they're not only not going to get the ball, they're going to give up 2 points and their opponents are going to get the ball back.
My understanding is the reason for the momentum exception is we want it to be reasonable that the momentum carries them into the end zone. If we didn't have a sort of hard and fast rule, somebody could catch the ball at the 10-yard line and just continue running into the end zone. And hey, let me take a look if there's an opportunity for a return. If not, I get extra yards, right? Because you would bring it then, out for a touchback. So so it's my understanding that that's the reason there is a cutoff for the 5-yard line, is so that it provides a little bit of black and white to that rulemaking process. And it's hard to argue that this player caught that ball within that 5-yard line, Ryan.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. You have to have some point where, okay, momentum's out the window. And again, it looks like he caught it about the 8, took 3 steps, crossed the 5, and then went into the end zone. I mean, I know we'll try our darndest to make it at the 5, or but I don't know on this play. It looks like he was definitely inside, or definitely outside the 5-yard line when he caught it. But again, we want to hear what you think. Please weigh on this play. Tell us what you think. Have you ever officiated something like this before? What happened? What did you do? What was your ruling? So please share your wisdom, insights, and experiences in the comments section below. Ryan, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. We will leave you with the 5th down.
But while we have a break, we have a lot of people to thank.
Yeah,
so
should we start thanking some of these guys?
Let's get right to it. We'll get to the people listed in the program. The Robert Rosenheim Foundation has made a generous donation to the GNH program, so we certainly thank the foundation.
Norbrook Farm Brewery, love it. Love their beer. Fantastic place to go visit.